Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in today's episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session created for a client that was in a state known as hypervigilance. And this is also known as the sympathetic nervous system or the fight or flight response. And it's when you're on this state of constant high alert. And we all have this every now and then. If something happens unexpected, you get kind of surprised or something extreme happens, that bit where you get a cortisol and an adrenaline boost is quite helpful in an immediate moment. It kind of gives you the ability to think about things rapidly. And it's quite useful. I remember when I had a fear of heights and I did a skydive to get over that fear of heights. Definitely I was hypervigilant. I was noticing everything, and that was quite a natural response because I was doing something outside of my comfort zone. But the client that I was working with was in this state for a long period of time, over a year. And they'd tried lots of different medication, and they'd tried lots of different things to kind of calm themselves down. They needed tablets to sleep and tablets to they tried lots of beta blockers and SSRIs, and nothing was really working because it was trying to deal with the symptoms rather than the cause. In this session, the whole session is really designed to activate the opposite of the sympathetic nervous system, which is the parasympathetic nervous system. So if you think of the sympathetic nervous system as fight or flight, the parasympathetic nervous system is more rest and digest. All the things that you don't really do if you're on high alert. And the client could remember a time when they felt very relaxed on a beach in Hawaii, and they knew for a fact they weren't in this high alert state there. So there's an element of regression. There is a metaphor of a seesaw, which represents how their body was out of equilibrium. And there's suggestions there. There is a metaphor of dialing down the anxiety, and lots of progressive relaxation and suggestions designed to create a calming, safe feeling. There's also the longest of the cranial nerves is called the vagus nerve and is linked to the parasympathetic nervous system. So you'll also hear a suggestion that links to that. I think this is going to be useful if you suffer from adrenal fatigue, if you feel hypervigilant, if you're not sleeping well, you'll probably get some value from this. It was created for a specific individual though, so not all of the suggestions will be relevant because I couldn't know who you were at the point of recording it for a different client. So if you like the idea of calming down your nervous system, and having this rest and digest, this soothing kind of state, then there's lots of other recordings I've done. But also, if you are curious to work with me directly, there will be a link in the show notes where you can schedule that free consultation call. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a slow, long, calm, relaxing breath. And as you exhale, just allow that breath to go out for a few seconds. That's it. Perhaps you can imagine blowing towards a candle off into the distance, seeing it flicker with that outward exhale. And as you breathe in, I want you to imagine the most soothing, relaxing color you can imagine. Maybe a particular shade, a pastel color perhaps. And just imagine as you breathe in, you're breathing in that soothing, relaxing color of calmness. As you breathe in, just feel that sense that perhaps by a tiny percent, 1% each breath, you're feeling more and more calm, more and more relaxed. And as you exhale, just imagine that tension, stress, or anxiety is starting to evaporate, melt away, or leave your body in that outward breath. Still breathing in that smooth, calm color of relaxation and calm, and allow your eyelids to feel heavier and heavier. And with your eyes closed, feel a deep connection with that feeling of calmness. Breathing in resourceful relaxation and exhaling tension. The deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become. Continuing to let go of any tension. Each breath brings you deeper into relaxation, inviting peace and calm into every part of your body. And I want you to create an image in your mind of a beach in Hawaii. A beach on a sunny day where the sky is bright and clear. The waves are gently rolling in. And just imagine what it would be like to see yourself on that beach at a time in your past where you were completely relaxed and carefree, not worried about anything, and especially not worried about anxiety itself. And maybe you can see yourself on that beach, looking for shells, perhaps tanning under the sunshine, or maybe playing with small children. And when you can see yourself looking relaxed, imagine stepping into that version of you so that you are now on that beach. As you feel the soft, warm breeze, or perhaps the sensation of the sun on your skin. Imagine hearing the rhythmic sound of the ocean. So calming, so peaceful, bringing you a sense of ease and tranquility with each wave that meets the shore. And imagine finding a place to relax on that beach, maybe on a lounger or a big blanket. Feel the sun on your skin as it melts away any tension or anxiety. Each part of you releasing that tension, surrendering to the soothing energy of this place. So there on the beach, under the sun, bring your attention to your toes. Breathe in that color of relaxation and exhale the tension so you allow your toes to relax completely. Feel any tension melting away, sinking into the warm, soft sand beneath you. Allow this relaxation to move up through your feet, ankles, calves, feeling each part of your body release and loosen. Imagine tension in your body as crystals of ice fused into your muscles, and let the warmth of the sun melt away that tension. Allow the gentle ocean breeze to focus your attention on your knees, your thighs, and up through your hips. As each part relaxes, notice a growing feeling of peace spreading throughout your body. And now, bring this soothing relaxation to your abdomen, your gut, where any anxiety or tension may still be held. And maybe imagine it as a rock-hard stone or a large block of ice. And just imagine it melting away, or the stone turning into sand, dissolving any tightness, any pressure. As you breathe in deeper than you normally would. As you intend and invite a sense of softness to this area. And as you breathe out, allow any remaining tension to drift away with the breeze, leaving this part of you feeling calm, safe, and at ease. That feeling of relaxation continues up through your chest, your shoulders, as you feel them release, soften and loosen, letting go of any weight or burden they may have been holding on to. And now allow this relaxation to flow down your arms, into your wrists, your hands and fingers, each part of you gently letting go. But before you drift off into a deep, trance-like sleep, I want you to imagine taking a pill, hypnotic medication designed to release tension and help you relax. Imagine taking that pill, drinking some water, trusting that it will act swiftly to take you to a place where anxiety is difficult to find. And before you drift off, just imagine somewhere on the beach are children playing with an old seesaw. But notice the seesaw is out of equilibrium. That it's too high up in one direction. And maybe your mind links the seesaw with a state of imbalance within you. That there is too much of this fight or flight, this hypervigilance, and not enough of this rest and digest, this calmness and relaxation that is necessary to enable you to find a peaceful balance. And then direct your attention back to your neck and feel that soothing energy melt away any tension around your neck, your jaw, your face, even to the tiny muscles around your eyes. So everything feels loose, relaxed, and calm. Every part of you is completely at ease. And then direct this cool, soothing, calm relaxation to the vagus nerve. Perhaps this is one of the longest cranial nerves. A nerve so long it reaches several organs in the body, including the heart, the lungs, and the digestive tract. I want you to imagine that the vagus nerve is now a conduit of this soothing, calming energy, transporting it to those vital organs so that your heart relaxes, your lungs relax, and your gut relaxes. Imagine that happening now. And as you relax deeper, feel yourself becoming even more attuned to the calm and healing energy of this place. Let this sense of peace and safety sink into every cell, every fiber of your being. With each breath, you can imagine dialing down any feelings of tension or anxiety, like a gentle volume knob, slowly turning down the intensity lower and lower. But if it's at an 8 or a 9 or even a 10, just dial it down all the way down and notice your body react. Perhaps all the way down to 5, then 4, then 3, maybe even as low as a 1 or a 2. As you dial down that anxiety, increase a feeling of courage and resilience. As you allow the feeling of calm to deepen, while the remnants of anxiety fade into the background, just like it's background noise now, no longer at the forefront of your awareness. And it doesn't mean that you can't have anxiety in your future. But what if the part responsible for that anxiety agrees that there's too many false alarms? that anxiety will appear only when truly necessary, when it's needed for genuine threats or dangers. But for now, feel it resting here at this low, peaceful level, barely noticeable, as you start to imagine a seesaw tilting in the other direction, that you are starting to activate the parasympathetic nervous system responsible for resting and digesting. And maybe you feel a looseness, a relaxation of all of those muscles around your digestive system, particularly around the stomach and the gut. And now, in this deep state of relaxation, feel a growing sense of strength within you. As you breathe in, imagine courage and resilience flowing into your body. I want you to imagine that you've been living in a loop whereby being afraid of anxiety ensures more anxiety. That to break the loop, courage will allow you to face the very triggers you've been avoiding, and in doing so, give you a sense of clarity, empowerment, that you will win this battle one decision at a time. Any thoughts that have triggered anxiety, shrink them down or turn the volume all the way down low, as if they're a small wave off in the distance or a sound over the horizon. Anxiety is not something to avoid or run from. Imagine standing on the shore, knowing that each wave will simply roll past and gently wash away. That you can think of anxiety as a ball in the sea. That it would take effort to keep the ball submerged, but takes no effort to simply allow the ball of anxiety to appear and float away when the time is right. Sense the courage within you growing as you realize that you are capable of meeting each wave with calm resilience. You no longer need to avoid or resist these waves. Instead, you can face them with ease, allowing them to come and go without affecting the deep calm within you. Every wave that you acknowledge and allow to pass gives you more evidence that you can handle the next wave. And the moment you no longer fear the waves of anxiety, they lose all power over you. Like a small child afraid of a monster under the bed or in the closet. The moment they have the courage to look, the fear disappears. Perhaps you can imagine a sense of calmness and courage. Feel this calm, powerful state and begin to anchor this feeling within you. You change the inner dialogue of, what if this happens? into a new tonality of, it doesn't matter what happens, I'll handle it. You have the resources within you to face your fears. The idea that there is nothing to fear but fear itself also means that when you have the courage to face your fear, the fear will and does disappear. Feel this sense of resourceful confidence within you, and then imagine yourself back on that beach, looking for shells, feeling the sun on your skin, or playing with small children. Feel that peace, that calmness. Feel that you're reawakening a way of being, a healed version of you. Consider how things have been as you out of equilibrium, and you are now training your brain and your body to reawaken you in harmony and balance. A place of resilience where your body and mind feel safe, relaxed, and able to heal. As you feel that resourceful feeling is reawakening, it's time to bring this experience, these new ways of thinking, back with you. The vagus nerve, a conduit of calm and relaxation. Your body with full permission to rest and digest. And as you find yourself there on the beach, see that seesaw, perhaps level or maybe tilted in the other direction. Maybe because of how you feel now, or a prophecy of how you will feel in the future. Imagine floating up off that beach and returning to the present moment as you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes as I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.